Hi, I'm Jason, and it is the 29th of December, last few days before, New Year's, and then we get into 2012. The year that worlds will end, December 21st, next year. So, about a year left to live, I guess, if the Mayans were right. So one thing I know a lot of people talk about, well, not a lot of people talk about, but are supercomputers. And it's, like your average home computer, but, of course, not. They're better, a lot better. It takes like millions of home PCs to make like one supercomputer, and we hear the word quantum computers coming out with the government and everything right now, and the first private firm actually or company came out with the first quantum computer and sold it to Lockheed Martin, a military company. So having the ability to have supercomputers has disadvantages in some ways. First of all, with medical research, it gives us the ability to do mass amounts of calculations very quickly. Also with, cracking code and encryption. Supercomputers do that really well. And the United States, government and military uses it to stimulate nuclear explosions. It's actually very accurate that way. So supercomputers have a lot of major advantages, and they, produce amazing results in various forms. So it's not surprising that Amazon, you know, data center of the world, basically, that they would come out with or that they have a supercomputer, I guess I better to say. And it cost, I gotta look at this chart, $1,279 an hour. So, not for the faint of heart with prices. But, you're gonna get a lot of power with it. And some of it is that it's gonna have 240 trillion calculations per second. And a little bit better than the calculator you get around at school. Now, it would cost you, if you're going to do it annually, a nice $11 million. So, get your checkbooks out. And it will become, or it is, the 42nd largest computer in the world. So, top in the top 50 chart. Not the top 25, but it's up there. Still, it deserves its bragging rights if, you're going to get it for a day or a month or a week or even up to a year. Now, the same as that it can do 240 trillion calculations per second, it can also do 240, or it's kind of the same thing, 240 teraflops. That's how they measure computers, and it's more with the supercomputers, teraflops, gigaflops, all that. And it does that on 17,000 cores. Pretty impressive. I mean, your home computer can't do that, and I'm guessing this, the average server can't do that. Well, I know the average server can't do that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. The next one I have to talk about is kind of comical. It's in the New York Times, very reputable news service. They were sending out cancellations, basically telling people that their subscriptions they were being canceled. It was meant to go to I think 300 people. Yeah, 300 people, and accidentally it ended up being sent to 8 million people. So 8 million people woke up with an email that they thought was fraudulent. I mean, they didn't think it was real, and now it was real. It was sent by the company, and yeah. So that's that. But yeah. So next article I have to talk about is Gizmodo, and this is more of an opinionated, I guess, article that I was reading. So I'm probably gonna get a more opinionated response. Is Gizmodo was saying that the hashtags, and if you don't know what a hashtag is, it's basically the number sign that is being used in Twitter, mostly Twitter. You see some people on Facebook doing like hashtag or whatever, hashtag love or hashtag Christmas, and that's more of in Twitter it's used more as like a sorting of sort. It sorts, and I might do like hashtag news, and if I look that up, anything about news, so that tweet would be mentioned under the category of news. That's basically how it works. So basically, the article was going along and it talked about how hashtags are heard in the English language, and I guess that could be right, but I don't agree with it fully because I don't see that it does it. I consider hashtags more of an abbreviation of sorts. I don't really see, if I put won the basketball game, hashtag winning. It's not really affecting my English. I know all the words. I know the grammar. I'm just doing that as a way to announce it to the world through a text form through Twitter or on Facebook, kind of as a joke. And so that's that, and I don't really think it has to do much. I think people should be more concerned about the, spell check on Apple devices with them going crazy. So, not that big concern, and I think the article's a little misleading. And then, on to hacking news, AntiSec, which we all know from, back about 3 or 4 months ago with all their crazy stuff, but they are actually coming out, and they publicly released, they have not done yet, but they have publicly released, they're going to release 2.5 million emails of Statford's clients. And Statford is a intelligence company in Texas that works with governments and, FBI and basically intelligence all around the world. So that's basically AntiSec's way of getting back is releasing their emails and passwords and all that stuff that goes along with the Statford stuff. Statford sent an email out to their clients through Facebook. At least that was their first way of communications, warning their clients of what has happened. So the security climate out there is still very risky. So you want to make sure you're keeping your passwords update and lengthy passwords as well. Next one comes up, and we all know this. Star Wars, this new Star Wars game came out, and it's subscription based, and so it's. I just got a text message. It's not surprising that it has 1.8 million users, and it does. There was a new article out on GameSpot that it has 1.8 million users, estimated by some. Yeah, it was just estimated by some analysis. And it's one of the comical parts of it is that there are more people playing as villains or as the dark side than there are people playing as the good side. So maybe they're switching back and forth. We don't know, but 1.8 million people playing, which is pretty darn impressive if you ask me. So that's all I had to do. Well, not do, but to talk about today. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Have a great Thursday. It's Thursday, so have a great Thursday.